I ban the past.
Andreas.
Goodbye, my darling. It's over. It has to be. I burn the past.
Patty.
You screwed up your own life, kid. It wasn't my fault. I burned the past.
Nicole.
No more uncertainty. No more fear. I burn the past.
Alistair? Alistair?
What? Oh. An end of boredom. I burn the past.
Me?
Trash. I burn the past.
Very close now. I promise you, the worst of the pain is over. That's the toughest thing you'll ever have to do. Now, can we all join hands, please? And the directive is concentrate. Think, each one of you. It's past. It's been destroyed. It's lost its power. Midnight. Congratulations and full marks to everyone, and the best is to come. You've got 1 hour. Abandon and enjoy it. You're released.
No, honest, Russell, not me. I can't.
But it's a deal, Patty. You signed a contract.
Yeah, but I didn't know my own limitations at the time. I mean, I cannot go zooming off into the woods. Let me take Maureen. Come on, Maureen, show me the ropes.
There are no ropes, Patty.
On you go, Patty.
Drinks and food back at the villa in an hour.
Be free. Be yourself.
Russell, you are all kinds of a skunk.
Cercando il mio momento.
Accidental death, Mr. Morse. I take it you're satisfied with the verdict of the Italian court?
Yes, I expressed my satisfaction at the time.
And you're confident the full investigation was carried out by the Italian authorities?
Yes, I am.
Do you know of any reason, then, why I, on behalf of the Oxford Court, should not simply make a formal endorsement of that verdict?
I'd like to make my position perfectly clear.
In what way? You were in Oxford at the time of the wife's death?
Yes, my business, the bookshop. My wife and I spent every summer in Italy. We rented a house there. She found it easy to write.
But on this occasion, she was attending a course run by the Selfhood Trust.
She thought it would help her. She was a popular novelist. She didn't value her popularity.
Mr. Lawrence, you mentioned your own position.
There was some conniving, some pressure. There were threats.
You were threatened?
I had no choice. At the time, if there are to be repercussions, then I want...
I think perhaps a day's adjournment will be in order while you compose yourself.
He's scarpered. Went like a bat out of hell, straight back to Italy. The coroner's agitating him to follow up.
We know exactly where he is, do we?
Lawrence? Yeah, sure. As soon as he got there, he checked in with the local police in, oh, where is it? Vicenza.
Vicenza, sir.
Oh, you know it, do you? Good. We shall have to go and talk to him.
Italy? Well, both of us, sir.
What did Lawrence say when he checked in?
Well, he claimed he was off his head with shock. He'll apologise in writing, and the coroner can go ahead with the rubber stamp.
That's it then, isn't it? Accident, open and shut case.
Still wide open, if we're lucky.
Lucky? How long for, sir?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yes. After that, you'll get snarled up in red tape. Avoid it. Well, here's all the bump we've got.
So it's general inquiries, sir?
General and particular. Take a look at the first name on the statement list.
My God.
Russell Clark, as ever was.
Director of the Selfhood Trust?
It's a sort of happiness club. A load of rich neurotics from all over Europe and the States go there to get straightened out. Mrs. Lawrence got straightened out with a metal spike.
Who's Russell Clark?
Who's Russell? He's the biggest bloody shyster on the books. Arrogant with it. We nailed him, though. That was 1985, wasn't it, Morse? He got 6 years. Should have been 10. He ended up doing 3 after remission.
Fraud, sir?
He used to operate from a semi on the Oxford bypass, taking widows for the insurance. Set up by his girlfriend, probably.
Maureen Dyson. She's still with him?
Something else?
No, only another name I recognize.
Significant?
Not obviously. Nicole Burgess, the opera singer. At least she was. She had some sort of breakdown.
Opera singer? You stay out of the byways, Morse. You're going straight for Clark.
An Italian voice on a tannoy. Sounds like a poem to me. Yeah? There's our man, sir.
How are you feeling now, Lewis?
Me? Okay, what do you mean?
I mean the heavy silence on the plane, the intense concentration on the paperwork.
Well, sir, stuck out here for 2 weeks. And it's only a checkup. I haven't got any muscle. Doesn't merit it anyway. It looks pretty straightforward.
Nothing that involves Russell Clark is straightforward, Lewis.
Chief Inspector Morse.
Welcome.
Claudio Battisti, Dottore Vicenza Police.
How do you do? Ah, Sergeant Lewis. Welcome.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
Your hotel.
Please. It is to your taste, I hope. There's everything you need here.
Excellent choice, Dottore. Thank you.
It's a bit upmarket for visiting policemen, isn't it?
Ah, the luxury is justified since you will be here so short a time. There's scarcely any work for you to do. Now you will wish to unpack and, what is the American phrase? Freshen up. My driver will wait and conduct you to my office. Welcome again.
Judith,
Oh, darling, my magazines.
I've just seen them in the lobby.
Every single one of them. They're so good to me.
Listen, the two policemen from Oxford, they've arrived.
Now, complete rest. Doctor's orders. I had to promise him before he'd let me out of the hospital.
Judith.
No, I mustn't be upset, not at all. I told him, you don't know my husband. He banished the clouds from the sky for me.
They'll be asking questions. It's important that we don't contradict one another.
I wouldn't dream of contradicting you, darling.
I disturbed you? Forgive me, Doctor. But in one...
Where are you going?
Russell called to tell you the English detective here, but you no need to worry.
I said, where the hell are you going?
Contessa needs advice. She sacked her interior decorator. He ravaged her dining room.
We made a deal, don't you remember, after the last ceasefire? You swore you'd see me through all this.
I'll be back in time for your trial.
But they'll want to talk to me.
No, you'll charm the English detectives, you'll make a statement, they'll check. It's nothing.
It's not nothing, it's another bloody distraction.
What's a couple of detectives compared with an audience?
There hasn't been an audience for the last 3 years. I need you here.
Relax. Call Russell, he'll help. The Contessa lifts a finger, I must go. It's business, right?
If it's business, well then she pays. Tell her about the rent. Go on, tell her about that here. Say the Meister's waiting for his expenses.
Bills and expenses, they'll all be paid, Nicole.
Yes, if I ever work again. And stay off the chaise long, because the last time you screwed her, you got crap for a week.
Una bella città, Centiponzo.
Sono contento che le piaccia, Ispettore Morse. Prego, Franz.
You've spent much time here then, sir? Italy?
Not enough, and never here, precisely. We must take in the sights first.
Aye, if there's time.
Morse. I knew if anybody came, it'd be Morse.
Is that bad?
Well, it's a challenge. He had me put inside in Oxford.
Oh, my God. Look, I believe we shouldn't be seen together.
Sit down, Kenneth. I spoke to a lawyer. Morse has very limited powers.
He wouldn't be here at all if it weren't for me. I fear I've become a liability.
No, you won't me to fear you've become a liability.
It's possible to overwork that famous perception of yours.
It seems he's here to find your wife's murderer, but there isn't one, is there?
No.
Sure?
Yes, but I've got to get out. I can't concentrate. I'm shocked. I'm bereaved.
Well, I'll move you to the chorus, Kenneth. But you're still in the show.
Now, let me give you the documents, Chief Inspector. Transcripts of our records and the court proceedings. There will be little else for you to examine, I'm afraid, because only a few of the original witnesses remain in the area.
Well, I'll talk to them, the few who remain.
As you wish. I understood that your investigation was merely a formality to confirm the verdict of the Vicenzian court.
In theory, yes.
In fact, too, I believe. I've conducted a rigorous inquiry, as you'll discover.
Mr. Lawrence's curious behavior at the Oxford inquest occurred after your inquiry, which is why we're here.
I have interviewed Mr. Lawrence. He explained his nerves, the shock. His curious behavior alters nothing.
I may come to agree with you, but in the meantime, well, I like to apply my own methods.
By all means. And please use all our facilities. Until tomorrow. It had been raining that afternoon, so the ground was already soft and slippery. Then, there was more rain around midnight.
No luck with prints, then, sir?
No prints, but we're certain that Signora Lawrence approached from this direction. She lost her path. Here she slipped, fell back, and was impaled on that spike, the bottom spike of that tree.
Curious arrangement, these spikes in the trees. Curious, dangerous, and ecologically unsound.
Foothold, sir. Supposed to be, for climbing.
They were introduced, presumably, on Mr. Clark's instructions.
Yes.
He encourages his clients to climb trees as well as burn their possessions.
I'm sure Signor Clark will explain.
You're aware Mr. Clark served a prison sentence for fraud, Dottore?
Of course.
Well, what made you check on that?
I didn't check. He told me. It's not a secret. He tells everyone. He gives lectures at the university about his prison experience. He even arranged a seminar at the invitation of the police. He's a well-respected man in this community.
Do you respect him?
Yes. Yes, I do. In prison, he came to know himself, to forgive himself, and then to reconstruct himself.
Self. That's Clark, all right.
You're skeptical. So was I at the first. I think when you come to meet him again, shall we go?
I had coffee. I thought they were coming in.
So did I. I think Morse fancies himself as a bit of a tactician.
Like you? There's a call. It's the prima donna.
Manners, Maureen.
Balls, Russell.
Nicole, good morning.
You seem to be investigating a different case, Chief Inspector.
The same case, a different angle.
I know nothing about angles. The evidence is clear.
The evidence is substantial. Sergeant Lewis and I spent most of last night going through it. However, we could find no statement from one of Mr. Clark's clients. What was the name?
Andreas Heller, sir. Went missing after the bonfire?
Correct. At first, I thought Mr. Heller's disappearance was significant. But when all the evidence made me convinced that we're dealing here with an accident, it became irrelevant.
May I ask if the search for Mr. Heller is continuing?
Officially, it is continuing. But he left no record at the Caracina. He paid his fee in cash.
According to Mr. Clark.
Is finding Signor Heller central to your inquiry?
Not necessarily. The forensic material will be available today?
Yes, the laboratory staff I've been told to expect you this afternoon. Now, you will forgive me, but I am off duty. You will, of course, keep me fully informed of your progress. Ah, Tommaso. No, vieni.
Scusi.
My friend Tommaso Sarafia. He comes to collect me for the English class. Chief Inspector Morse, Sergeant Lewis.
Ah, the English policeman. I'm delighted to meet you.
How do you do?
Sir. We should meet for dinner, for English conversation. We practice, Claudia and I.
I doubt if that will be possible. Our visitors have a full schedule.
Then at least, let me show you around my collection. I call it mine. I'm curator of the bibliotheca in Verona. Your visit will not be your work, I hope.
No policeman would dare to hope that, Signor Salafia, but it's a very tempting invitation. Thank you.
I don't know why you need an English class, sir. You or Mr. Battisti. You sound fine to me.
Simpatici.
Non sono tanto simpatici quanto sembrano.
He's got a point, hasn't he, sir?
What point?
Well, it must seem like we're going off the brief. We could have spoken to Clark this morning, got it over with.
And fulfilled Clark's expectations. Check out the hotel facts, will you, Lewis?
Why? Battisti's offered us the whole works.
We'll keep our distance from Battisti. We may be forced to show that he's incompetent. He's rather too willing to believe the best of Clark. Seminars for the police, indeed. I'll pick up the car.
C'è qualcosa che voglio che guardi, Claudio. Non disturba.
Che c'è?
E io credo che c'è una connessione qui.
Could be a long one, this. I might not make it, love. Yeah, I'm disappointed and all. Is he there? Put him on, will you? Oh, he's gonna make me suffer over this, isn't he?
Datemi il laboratorio forense. Presto.
I burn the past. Why not simply, I burn the money?
They can afford to burn money, this lot. I've seen the testimonials in here. Rock stars, politicians, billionaires.
Mrs. Lawrence's book. Miss Wilcox's jacket.
Her son's jacket's a delinquent son.
Miss Burgess's shawl. And what was Heller's contribution to the cleansing fire?
Letter from his Italian girlfriend. It was too timing, apparently. He read it aloud at the encounter session around the bonfire. Got very upset, done all the statements. Then probably did a runner back to his wife and kids.
I suppose Clark spent his 3 years inside dreaming all this up.
I'm not out to nail Clark for murder, though, sir. He's never been violent, has he?
It depends on what you mean. He left a trail of ruined lives. One of his victims committed suicide. You admire the efficiency of our Italian colleagues, don't you, Les?
They've done pretty much what we'd have done.
Have you checked the numbering of these items?
No, sir.
Try it. I think you'll find there's one missing.
Could have been a mistake, sir. All that burnt stuff must have been hellish getting identification.
But there's one number missing, implying that one more identifiable item was burned. And why did they refuse you permission to cross-check the computer file?
I wasn't refused. They're doing a computer backup. I'll get it in the next couple of days.
I wouldn't bank on that. And what else was burned? We ought to find out. Did you mention a drink, Lewis?
Yeah. Give us a drill again, will you, sir?
Una grappa di prosecco for me and una birra for you, per favore.
Good evening, Chief Inspector. I bet you never thought to hear Nicol Burgess sing again in public. I seem to recall from our discussions that you're a music lover. It's Russell Clark, by the way, in case you've forgotten.
I haven't forgotten. They weren't discussions, they were interrogations.
She's been doing this recently, impromptu performances, hotels, churches, trying to rebuild her confidence. She came to me last year for help. She worked very hard and came back this year to do a refresher course. And now she's flying all on her own. I'll introduce you.
No.
Well, you will be talking to her and to me, of course.
When I'm ready. I'll speak to you when I'm ready, Mr. Clark.
Sir?
I thought we'd breakfast al fresco, Lewis.
This is the life fate. All on the taxpayer.
What news from Oxford?
Lawrence's assistant's been talking. He says Lawrence is cagey about some of his business. Does bigger deals than he lets on.
Really?
Can you do big deals in books?
Certainly. First editions, rare books.
Well, he's making us a list of Lawrence's business contacts. They'll fax it through to us in the next couple of days.
Here, try one of these, Lewis. They're excellent. The cream is a local speciality. Goes down very well with cappuccino.
Have they got any bacon?
I should apologize, Lewis, for leaving so peremptorily last night. I wanted to think.
That's okay, sir. I hung around for Miss Burgess's encore.
Prego, signor.
Potrei portarci della carnicotta, per favore?
Sì, signor.
You listen to Verdi, Lewis?
Is that what it was? Belting voice, anyway.
Yes, yes, she seems to have recovered.
Looked like Clark was taking the credit.
Pause for love. Holiday reading, Lewis?
It's not a holiday, is it? It's what made Lawrence dump on the bonfire. Thought I'd give it a go. Might stop me getting bored.
Come in, Sergeant Lewis. It was good of you to wait. Take some time to mobilize my wife in the mornings.
No bother, sir. Is Mrs. Haynes all right now, sir? We were told she collapsed.
From the shock, yes. Her blood pressure was affected rather seriously. She had a stroke 5 years ago, and after one, there's always the fear of a second.
Well, I haven't come to raise anyone's blood pressure. Just a few routine questions. Keep the coroner happy.
Yes, I understand.
This cassette tape, sir, the one you threw in the fire, it was a radio program, you said?
It was Woman's Hour, Sergeant. An edition my wife missed at home.
Oh, my wife's a fan of Woman's Hour, too. But the tape, sir, you burnt it. Why was that?
Look, do you mind if we continue this elsewhere?
Yeah, sure, if you like.
Oh, Judith, this is Sergeant Lewis.
Really? I have to rest, Sergeant. Doctor's orders.
That's all right, Mrs. Haynes.
Well, we'll leave you to make yourself comfortable.
I'll be back, but I'll go easy with you.
Oh, I'm sure you will. You have such a kind face. But really, I've nothing to add to what I told Dottore Battisti in hospital. Absolutely
Judith.
nothing. I can't remember a single detail, except thinking, just as I collapsed, my God. That's May Lawrence nailed to a tree. Crucified.
You mean you recognized her? But I thought you'd never met.
Yes, we did know the Lawrences. Very slightly at Oxford. I had an account at Kenneth's bookshop for a time. In 1986, I accepted a professorship at Edinburgh, my old university. And, well, of course, we didn't see either of them again until quite a shock for me to find May on the encounter group. And for Judith that night.
You should have said so.
I tried to keep everything simple for my wife's sake.
Did Mrs. Lawrence recognize you when you met?
If she did, she didn't care to acknowledge me. I suffer from severe depression, Sergeant. Have done since Judith became ill. The routine, I suppose. Caring for Judith. Shopping in the morning, nap after lunch. Woman's hour, a walk, tea, bed. There had to be a change.
So you signed up with Russell Clark's organisation?
Yes, I read an article in The Guardian. I insisted that Judith come to Italy with me, but she couldn't face doing the course, so she stayed in the hotel. I burnt the tape, Sergeant, because it symbolized everything that was dragging me down. I'd sooner Judith didn't know.
You didn't burn anything else, did you, beside the tape?
No. No, I didn't.
Why must I be subjected to this? It's all over. I've written to the coroner in Oxford telling him I'm satisfied my wife's death was an accident.
You mentioned threats in court, sir, and repercussions.
I was understandably upset. I didn't know what I was saying.
Your outburst began when the coroner referred to the work of the Selfhood Trust.
Really? And what do you read into that?
I take it your wife was being advised by the Trust director, Mr. Russell Clark. Did you approve?
Well, I neither approved nor disapproved. She talked of clearing the garbage out of her mind. It was her decision.
Is he a friend of yours?
Clark? Well, I hardly know him, except as a fellow member of the English-speaking community. Look, I don't think I can help you any further, Chief Inspector.
You planning to leave, Mr. Lawrence?
In due course. The house is beyond my means now. May's income was never enormous, but it helped pay the rent.
Kenneth! Your wife had great taste, which I am not renowned for, but what the hell? I'll take the lot. We'll settle up tomorrow. Introduce me.
Patty, Chief Inspector Morse. Mrs. Patty Wilcox from Glendale, California.
The great detective who likes to keep us all in suspense. I've seen you around the hotel. When are you going to talk to me?
I can't say, Mrs. Wilcox.
Make it cocktail time. Suite 14, second floor.
Excuse me. Hello, Maureen. Mr. Clark's assistant, I believe. Well, Maureen, it must be 6 years.
Don't start about the past, Morse.
Why not? It's all we have in common. If you don't want to talk, why am I driving you back?
Lesser of two evils. I couldn't stick Miss America another minute.
Yeah, she does seem rather demanding.
Yeah, like the rest of them.
The rest?
Rich loonies.
I thought you were doing well in the world of personal growth. You're listed as a coordinator. Sounds like a step up from, what was it in Oxford? Shop assistant?
I was a qualified beautician.
Oh, yes, yes. And Russell took an interest in your older clients.
I was acquitted, wasn't I? At the time, you said fair enough.
At the time, you were a girl. I didn't expect you to wait for him.
Well, maybe I won't wait that much longer. Do you still drink at the Crown, Morse?
Now and again.
Anyone there still remember me?
You're homesick, Maureen. And you don't believe this selfhood trust nonsense?
Pays the rent.
Legally?
Legally. Anyone can put up a brass plate in the psycho business. Listen, Morse. If you've come after Russell over May Lawrence, forget it. He was in the villa when it happened, with me and half a dozen domestics.
I know. How friendly is he with Kenneth Lawrence?
Russell's everybody's friend.
Mr. Lawrence seems very anxious to remove all traces of the deceased. Why?
Maybe he found out about her.
Found out what?
I've got to go.
found out what?
Nothing. You have these. I don't need them.
Come on, Maureen, you owe me a favor. I spoke out for you last time.
All right. May Lawrence was having a fling with someone. One of the men on the course. I don't know who.
How do you know this?
Her room was opposite that weedy little professor's. The night before she died, I had to go and tell him to turn his radio down, or his tape recorder, or whatever. We'd had complaints. When I got up there, there was someone leaving May's room. I didn't get a good look.
Have you told anyone else? Russell? Battisti?
Nope.
Thanks. If there's anything I can do for you, within reason.
There is, as a matter of fact.
What?
This.
Chief Inspector Morse?
Yes. Miss Burgess.
I'd like to speak to you when you've recovered your brain.
Pausing for love, Lewis?
There's a lot about tearing the fabric of the soul.
That sounds like a motive for murder in itself. Miss Burgess is waiting in her car. She wants to talk to me alone, she says.
Alone?
Yes, so why don't you take it easy? Do a little sightseeing. Some maps and things.
Oh, hang on, sir. I spoke to the Haynes this morning. Turns out they knew the Lawrences in Oxford years ago.
Really? Well, good work, Lewis. We'll talk about it later.
Sir? Where did you get these, sir? Oh, sir.
Hello, Sergeant Lewis.
So, sir, you on duty?
Yes. May I help you?
Well, it's just... I put in a request to take another look at that forensic material tomorrow. Any chance I could bring that forward to this afternoon?
That will be okay. Any item in particular?
No, just general checking.
No problem.
Dobbiamo andare, dottore.
I must go.
This is an unexpected pleasure, Miss Burgess.
Nicole, if you like. What do I call you?
Morse, just Morse.
Really? Is that what your wife calls you?
I'm not married.
Divorced?
No.
Wise man.
I heard you sing last night.
Oh, how was I? Back on form, would you say? Do you know my form?
I have most of your recordings.
Oh, the palmy days when I made recordings.
You were superb. Better than ever.
Well, then I suppose I have Russell to thank for all that. Russell Clark? No, it's all bullshit, of course, what he does. Expensive bullshit.
Thank you. An excellent lunch and all this.
Ah, beware the great love affair with Italy.
Beware?
Sorry. I have this habit of blaming the country for the lousy choices that I've made.
But your life is here.
If you can call it a life.
Why do you stay?
Home is where the dead are. Oh, I don't know. It was romantic to begin with. I had my first success in Verona. I was 24. I bought a house. I acquired a husband. Went on singing. And then came the well-publicized attack of stage fright, and, well, I couldn't move. I'd been worked over by most of the shrinks in Europe before I met Russell.
How did you meet him?
Guido, my husband, brought him in when I was desperate. I figured I'd got nothing to lose.
Except money.
Ah, no, Russell waived the fees in my case. He said I could pay him out of my next recording. How's that for confidence?
So, on the one hand, Mr. Clark is successful. On the other hand, he...
Peddles bullshit? Yes, of course. I mean, climbing trees, for God's sake, to feel the pulse of nature, burning the past.
The abandon period?
There's more abandon in a game of Monopoly. That's all the packaging. The real point is, he's been down there, in the pit. He can describe it. The humiliation, the despair. And he owns up. You won't get a shrink doing that. And then he makes his clients own up. He was showing me off last night, wasn't he? To you?
I suspect so.
Let's walk.
Fed up, as a matter of fact. Yeah, he's off on one of his things. Opera singer. So I think he's going to stretch it out. Yeah, well, I'm sorry, love, but I can't help it. Oh, it beats me what he's got to do with May Lawrence. Have you? Yeah, I'm reading one of hers and all. Bloody terrible.
Why have you brought me here?
It's somewhere I feel calm. And there's a reason why I wanted to talk to you now. I'm trying a comeback. Sunday. Verona again. No publicity, and of course it could turn out to be the understudy's big night.
Sack the understudy.
I need a clear run.
Well, you have it. I'm satisfied. I've read your statement.
Then I'd better tell you what I left out. The man who disappeared, Andreas Heller.
Yes, what about him?
I'm responsible. I told him to go. I told him that the rest of the course was no use to him. I'd done it myself before, and I told him to go straight back to his wife and kids.
Well, why didn't you tell Dottore Battisti about this?
Because he'd already concluded that May's death was an accident. I thought if he went after Andreas, his wife would find out about his girlfriend. And that's just what he wanted to avoid, poor man. Is this important?
I don't think so.
Thank God. Let's find some wine. Morse.
This belongs to you?
The vineyard? It's the remains of Guido's inheritance. What we've lived on mainly since my fees dried up.
Your marriage, it's...
over. Nearly. I told you. I took Guido on with the scenery. The scenery is more reliable.
This is how your husband makes his living?
Nothing as sordid as a living. He was brought up surrounded by beautiful things. Unfortunately, they disappeared early on. Now he dabbles. Painting, calligraphy, design. He is talented, but not diligent. Sample the vintage. I'm sorry, there's no wine.
It doesn't matter. I wanted to ask you, you burned a shawl, was it, in the bonfire?
Yes, my security blanket. I used to shiver with dread before I'd go on stage and wrap myself up. Russell convinced me I didn't need it.
Did you burn anything else?
No. Seems stupid now burning things. At the time, it was exhilarating. I'm sorry. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea coming here after all.
Nicole, are you all right?
Yes. But I've had enough.
You remember the letter? The one Andreas Heller read out and then dumped in the bonfire? I think it was from May Lawrence. These maps you gave me, they were hers. Well, she made notes on them about places she'd visited. It's the same handwriting on the burnt bit of letter they've got in forensic. I checked.
So Heller was May Lawrence's fling.
That's it?
It came up this morning. There wasn't time to tell you. Anything else?
Yeah. I had another look at the numbers in forensic. They're okay now. They match the computer file.
There goes the evidence that an item was removed.
There's something else here. Battisti's got a tail on Kenneth Lawrence. They were watching him outside the bank.
Well done, Lewis. Come on.
Heller told the group the affair had gone on for a year. He wanted to end it. He was giving May Lawrence a coded message.
Such a fuss about an affair, Chief Inspector. How very British.
It's new evidence.
Of what, precisely? Of murder? I saw with my own eyes the unfortunate lady with a spike through the back of her neck. Use your imagination, Chief Inspector. There are far easier and more reliable ways of killing. I take it you've studied the pathologist report.
It's evidence of an incomplete inquiry.
You question my professional integrity.
My sergeant went to the forensic laboratory today. The file numbers have been altered since we last saw them.
This is important. You have discovered the clerical error. Bravo. You've never seen such a thing in all your years as a policeman in Oxford.
Yeah, of course I have.
But this is Italy. It can't be a mistake. It must be a conspiracy.
Some aspects of the investigation remain unresolved.
To you, perhaps. To you, who have nothing better to do than spend time prying into the lives of innocent people.
You can't rule out a connection between Heller and Clark. I know Clark. I know what he's capable of.
Your arrogance astounds me. You pursue a private vendetta against Mr. Clark with no evidence, and you expect me to assist you.
You asked to be kept informed of our progress.
Yes, I did. And if you make any progress, please inform me.
That's me, mate, to look a right bloody fool. Why didn't you go for him, sir?
With what?
With what we know about him being after Lawrence.
Because we're not supposed to know. If we show our hand now, the blinds will come down. Absolutely.
We're nowhere near a tie-in with Clark. Suppose Battisti's right, sir, and it was just an accident.
When will you recognize the undertone, Lewis? There's something, an image. A room in Oxford, a note in an envelope, a woman's body hanging in a doorway. She promised to testify against Clark, but her nerve failed. Under his persuasion, probably. He's in this!
The arena, Lewis, built by the Romans for their games. Carnage and brutality. Now it's an opera house. I could almost believe in progress.
Yeah, but what are we doing in Verona?
You are going to visit the local police headquarters to check discreetly whether Battisti stepped up his search for Andreas Heller. Take the car.
Where'll you be?
I have to talk to Nicole Burgess again. I don't think she told me the whole truth yesterday.
See you later. How much longer is this likely to go on, sir? It's just I could do with getting the flight home Monday morning.
Any particular reason?
It's just my lad's sports day. He's got me down for the father's race. I've missed it the last 2 years, and I promised him this time.
Did you think I'd be unsympathetic?
Well, it's not your sort of thing.
Well, I hope I recognize the value of keeping a promise. I'll see what I can do. You should have told me.
I will. Next time.
Nicky, darling. My greetings. I hear your welcome was fantastic.
Get out and take that with you.
You're back, Nicky. A new start for both of us. The bills will be paid.
Don't get over-optimistic. I haven't earned my fee yet.
No. I shall pay.
Oh, really? And what exactly are you going to do for money?
I have my own fee. The Contessa was very generous.
Oh, don't tell me the price of your body's gone up. Well, don't tell me anything, Guido. Go on, get out now. Leave.
Certainly. The interview with the English police, it went well.
One policeman. One decent, sensitive, intelligent man. It's a long time since I met a man. I've been too busy propping up a relic of the aristocracy. Look, I've got things to do. Just go away.
Okay. You remember, I did some propping up, too. Excuse me. Very well, my darling. I'll go and search for some comfort and leave you alone to sing, huh?
Little marital discord. Sorry. More questions?
I'm afraid so.
after the rehearsal.
Russell? Russell. Battisti's been to see me. He wanted a specimen of May's handwriting. It seems that Hella was her lover.
The last of a long line, Kenneth. You had no illusions about your wife. That's why you got rid of her stuff.
Well, I knew something. This is different. I mean, Battisti was probing. I think he may even doubt this was an accident.
Why? What have you said?
Well, nothing. But look, I want it to be clear that I am totally disconnected.
Just do what you've been told and keep your mouth shut.
Look, can't we postpone? I mean...
No.
But I'm in no fit state.
Should have done one of my courses, Kenneth. I'd have got you fit. Go home and wait.
Sorry, hang on. Andreas? Andreas? Andreas, for God's sake! Scusate un momento. Non mi sento bene.
Louis! The white cap! Go after him, it's Hella!
What else did you burn in the fire at the Carracina?
Nothing.
Please.
It was Guido's first declaration. He was a fine art student here in Verona when I made my debut. He brought it to the stage door with a rose. It was a kind of mock Renaissance thing, a scroll, illuminated vellum. He'd written a poem about the virtues of a good woman. It was beautiful calligraphy, and a lie from beginning to end.
Did he know you meant to destroy it?
He'd made a few more by then. Unfortunately, not for me. Oh, it's all so pathetic. Andreas and his puny little secret, Russell and his bloody rituals. You know what he says? It's no use denying fear. You have to stare it in the face, get bored with it, and then move on. I thought I had moved on. I'm sorry. I mustn't cry. It plays havoc with the voice.
Excuse me. Piero Conti, booking manager. That man you were chasing, he works out of a travel agency in Geneva. He is called Louis Picard.
Yeah? What else do you know about him?
Nothing. I rarely see him. Today he comes in only because of a dispute about seating.
I let myself get pregnant. Big mistake. Cheating. I thought he'd get used to the idea, which was naive of me because he put the flags out when I miscarried in New York later on. I got over the disappointment, I made jokes about it. Who needs a baby when they've got Guido? Fine mother I'd make somewhere between Carmen and Tosca. I meant to leave him, though. Only then I started to seize up on stage, and in 6 months' time, I was back in Italy with no career and nowhere else to go. It's the lie you tell yourself that matters. Russell again.
What was the lie you told yourself?
That I didn't care. I did. And I do.
Did you discuss this with the Encounter group?
Russell, some of it. I didn't know all of it until I came out here this morning. Why did you want to know about what else I burned? It's bad news, isn't it?
Not necessarily.
If I asked you to hold back, please, just until after the performance. Well, you'll come. Anyway, I'll fix it.
I'd be delighted.
You didn't say. How was I?
You were sublime. Louis Picard?
From Geneva, sir.
Well, get on the phone to Battisti, tell him emphatically he's been looking for the wrong man.
You get anything, sir? From Miss Burgess?
A link with a missing forensic item, I suspect. I'll tell you what about it this evening. Car keys, Lewis.
Chief Inspector Morse. Sorry to keep you waiting. Meetings. Always meetings and discussions that lead nowhere.
Sounds like the police, Signore.
What can I do for you?
I thought, if it's convenient, I might take up your offer of a tour of the library.
You've chosen the one morning when I can't possibly oblige. I'm sorry. If only you telephone first.
Don't apologize, please. I'll make my own way around the collection.
Was there anything you particularly wanted to see?
Something, perhaps, in your own field, Signore. You're listed in the catalogue as an authority on 16th century manuscripts.
There are, as you see, some very fine examples.
Yes, it's a new experience for me. What are the materials? Parchment, ink?
Inks, yes. Mixed by the artist himself. Gold leaf, silver leaf, on vellum of a rare quality.
And of a high value?
Yes, they are priceless. Now, you must excuse me.
Yes, of course. Another time, perhaps.
You expect to return?
It's possible. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno, Inspector. Dottor Battisti, per favore. Allora lascio un messaggio. Le dica di chiamarmi, è urgente.
Listen, son, I've told you it's no good sulking, is it? Just gets your mother down. Look, I'll break my neck to be there, all right? Right. Put your man back on, will you? Aye, I know, love. But, well, things have started to get a bit more complicated now. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to. Yeah? You what? Woman's hour? When was this? Can you remember what it was called?
Chief Inspector, I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. Can I have you a drink?
No, thanks, Mr. Clark.
Got a couple of out-of-the-way malt whiskies?
No.
No. I'm a brandy man myself. Seat. Well, there's a bit of a change from our last question and answer session. What can I do for you?
I want to see your records. I want the names of the clients you've registered since you started this organization.
Oh. Well, I think you know that counts as written evidence, which you're not allowed to seek under the terms of your present investigation.
You have something to hide?
No, not at all, but the records are confidential, and I have to protect my clients.
Well, I dare say all the information I need is in here, among the testimonials. It's only a matter of isolating one particular millionaire. What a powerful smell of money.
Do you envy the rich and famous? You wouldn't if you had my job. Very few are happy.
What qualifications do you have for your job?
None, apart from experience, but the selves are in no doubt about that from the beginning.
The selves?
Yes, my clients are known as selves. Becoming a true self is the measure of individual achievement.
Did Andreas Heller become a true self?
Andreas? Hardly. He didn't complete the course.
He didn't give his true name either. He's called Louis Picard. I found him this morning.
Oh, really?
Is that all you have to say? When he's brought in, this case will be reopened. Think of the consequences. I suspect you're facing ruin, Mr. Clark.
Well, I have complete faith in Dottore Battista's judgment that Mrs. Lawrence's death was a tragic accident. However, if I can be of any further assistance...
It wouldn't be betraying a confidence if we discussed an item of forensic material, would it? After all, your clients have identified the objects they threw into the cleansing fire. There was one, it's the corner of something that looked like, well, a work of art. Lettering. Illuminated.
No, nothing of that description.
It's unattributed. Unclaimed. But it's there.
I am telling you that the air conditioning does not work. It is inefficient. I put it on maximum and what I get smells like a stagnant pond. Now, can you do something, please?
Oh, hello. Aren't you the sergeant?
Sergeant Lewis. It's Mrs. Wilcox, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's about time you talked to me officially. You know, you're generating a great deal of tension around here, you and the great detective. And I've got some explaining to do.
Explaining?
Sure.
Now, I want to make it quite clear that when I burned my kid's jacket, I was not symbolically burning the kid, only the relationship.
We have your statement, Mrs. Wilcox. We'll be in touch.
Do you like fun, Sergeant?
Fun?
There's a group of us meets every night in the bar. Brits, Americans. Tonight's my send-off. Why don't you join us? Bring the great detective. He looks as if he could use a good time.
Well, we'll see what he says.
Well, how about breakfast right now?
No, thanks. I'm off to the shops.
It's Russell Clark, Mrs. Haynes. May I have a word?
I'm sorry, I'm not dressed yet. You've caught me rather... Well, I must look a perfect fright.
No, not at all, Mrs. Haynes, but I do need a word with you.
My husband's not here.
I came specifically to see you. I'll come straight to the point, Mrs. Haynes. I have a crisis of conscience. In the course of my work, I become privy to secrets.
Secrets?
Your husband has a secret. All secrets are safe with me, usually. But your husband's secret involves the police.
Oh, my God.
Where have you been, Lewis?
Took me an hour to find this, sir.
Banish the Clouds by May Lawrence. Are you becoming a devotee?
Have a look at the first page, sir. Second paragraph down.
Her laugh tinkled out gratingly, although the laugh went well enough with the pink frilly blouse. She appealed to her husband, the professor. You'd banish the clouds from the sky for me, wouldn't you, darling, she said.
That's Judith Haynes, sir. May Lawrence put her in a book, made fun of her. Published 5 years ago, the year Mrs. Haynes had a stroke. It was serialised last year on Woman's Hour. My wife told me.
And recorded on the tape that Haynes threw into the fire.
Clark would have known about this.
Where does Nicole's burnt love letter tie in? Why did Battisti pull that out of forensic?
Think about the timing, Lewis. Forget clerical errors. Battisti knew we were coming. He had plenty of time to act before we arrived. There was his friend from the Biblioteca, Salafia, an authority on Renaissance manuscripts. Rare books and manuscripts.
And Kenneth Lawrence deals in rare books.
And Clark looked very uncomfortable when I mentioned manuscripts.
What, you've talked to him now, like?
Last night.
Oh, because he was here just now.
Tell them to get a move on in Oxford. I want everything on Kenneth Lawrence's contacts fast. And then cross-check them with the names of Clark's so-called clients.
But for God's sake, where is he? The doctor! Get the doctor immediately! Now! Urgency! I don't care! Get him! He's supposed to be available!
What is it, Mr. Haynes?
It's my wife. Mrs. Haynes?
Sergeant? Such a kind face.
Hang on, love. You'll be all right.
Kind. Be kind to Alistair, won't you? You did it for me.
Did what, Mrs. Haynes?
He couldn't have done it.
A tragedy. To have recovered so well, and now this.
I thought she was going to make it.
You spoke to her?
Nothing. No, she said nothing of any importance. She said that Sergeant Lewis had a kind face.
I wish to speak to you, Chief Inspector. Immediately in my office.
Talk to Mr. Haynes, Lewis, now.
Terrible, unnecessary death, Chief Inspector.
I agree.
For which I hold you partly responsible.
You hold me responsible?
Certainly. Signora Haynes was a frail, nervous woman.
I know. Highly suggestible, easily intimidated.
Exactly. And what has been more intimidating than this atmosphere you've created around this inquiry? Doubts, suspicions about the competence of my investigation.
I don't believe that's why she killed herself. I should tell you that Russell Clark was seen in the hotel this morning.
Ah, the fantasy rises again. Go home, Chief Inspector. Go home before you make a complete fool of yourself. Pronto. Grazie. Louis Picard has been detained. Join me. Observe the interview and satisfy yourself that this case is closed.
That's not the whole story, Picard. It is, I swear.
I am satisfied, Chief Inspector.
I am far from satisfied.
You checked my credit card. I bought petrol at 11:55 that night and drove to the border. May, she was still alive then. I didn't kill her. I loved her for a time. Please, my wife, she must know.
Enough.
What was the deal, Picard? What were your instructions from Clark?
How dare you abuse my courtesy?
You invited me to question him.
About the accident. You heard him, he had no connection. That is the end of your inquiry.
There's more, much more. Why are you tailing Kenneth Lawrence?
I said that is the end. When do you leave, Chief Inspector?
We were thought to be an ill-matched couple at Oxford.
Well, Oxford. You seem a pretty devoted couple to me, sir.
The professor and the college typist. Judith was considered to be ridiculous. She wasn't. She was exotic, fragile, sensitive, colorful. You read this vicious book?
I've read enough. Mrs. Lawrence, she can't have been all that nice.
She was a terrible woman. And an indifferent writer. Too shallow by Oxford standards. Of course, it circulated. There were comments. It was the most terrible strain for Judith. I think, in a sense, she took refuge in her stroke. Things were easier for her at Edinburgh. I missed Oxford. Then there was the serial. Last winter on Woman's Hour, May Lawrence was interviewed before the last episode. She said these days she spent her summers in Vicenza and would be joining a selfhood trust course.
So you made arrangements?
Yes. Without telling Judith. I wanted to show May what she'd done, but she didn't even notice me. I played the tape over and over, loudly, in my room. Nothing. No response. Look, it won't have to come out about Judith, will it?
How do you mean, sir?
Judith went to the villa that night because she discovered that May Lawrence was doing the course too. She was afraid of what I might do. I'm sure that it was just an impulse. Just one push.
Are you saying your wife murdered May Lawrence, sir?
Of course.
She thought you did it.
Morse. Perfect timing. How about a goodbye kiss?
Very funny, Maureen. Go away.
I am. America. That's my lift to the airport. It's the least she could do after what I've done for her.
Why America?
Russell's got contacts. They want to set up a branch of the trust there. I'm supposed to coordinate the arrangements. He thinks the responsibility will give me the excitement I'm missing. He saw you and me together the other day. Put the wind up him.
Will it give you the excitement you're missing?
Who knows? Maybe I'll see you in the Crown one day.
Oh, poor Judith. I thought of canceling, but then, as Russell would say, life goes on. Right, Russell?
What am I doing here? I'm a recently bereaved man.
Well, you made an effort to set aside your grief and bid a dignified farewell to our hostess. Mingle.
At the time May Lawrence died, Picard was filling his petrol tank in a garage. Corroborated. He's out of the running.
Well, Mr. Lawrence's business contacts came through from Oxford. One of the names tallies with a name in the Selfhood Trust brochure.
Who is it?
Herbert Faros of Chicago, art collector. He wrote one of the testimonials.
Hardly matters now, does it?
We're jacking it in then, sir.
We've got no alternative. We've done what we came to do. Anything else is solely Batista's concern, as he clearly pointed out.
We've got to nail Clark, sir.
Why this sudden conversion, Lewis?
The way he destroyed Mrs. Haynes. Why did he do that?
Because he knew I was looking for a possible murderer. He tried to provide one. Whatever you and I know, I can't touch him. Let's go and get a drink, Lewis.
Okay, it was an accident. So why did Lawrence go on about threats in court?
The threats didn't relate to his wife's death.
To the other thing then, the thing Batisti's on. Shall we go and eat instead? Wait a minute.
What's he doing here?
Who is he?
Guido. He's married to Nicole Burgess.
Sergeant! Something told me you wouldn't be able to resist. I know a guy who likes fun when I see one. I'm not sure about the great detective, but we can maybe soften him up a little.
No, thanks, Mrs. Wilcox. We're just on our way.
Why didn't you go, Lewis? Have some fun.
Look, sir.
You can tell me all about it in the morning.
Where'll you be?
You're off the leash, Sergeant.
Chief Inspector. It's very sad about Judith Haynes. I scarcely knew her, but she struck me as rather unstable. It's very sad. Excuse me.
I saw it. I touched it. It glittered like the ones in the biblioteca.
You shouldn't have gone on your own, sir.
Oh, stop being a nursemaid, Lewis.
It wasn't one of them that thumped you. They were at the party till it packed in.
Could have been worse, I suppose.
Not so deep as a well, nor so wide as a church door, but 'twill serve.
You what?
Romeo and Juliet.
You don't reckon it could have been a woman, you see? Only she wasn't there last night. Miss Burgess, and you were at her place.
Yes, it could have been a woman.
Dottore, it's Chief Inspector Morse. I'd like to talk to you.
Come in. You have been injured?
Yes.
Sit down. Interfering again, eh? You have not put the police operation in jeopardy.
I hope not, but this happened in Guido Ventura's studio.
Oh, for God's sake, if you use a little common sense, it'll all fit. Well, hello to my favorite cop. Who was the beau of the ball last night?
Is he leaving us, Mrs. Wilcox?
Wagon's got a roll. We're heading for Rome, stopping off in Verona for the performance. Nicole's comeback, if she makes it. Hey, why don't you come on over? We're all meeting up for a drink in a cafe on the Via Pescaria.
No, no.
You said that last night, but you came, Sergeant. You are a fun person. Dump your serious colleague first. Listen, there's time for me to convince you over breakfast.
No, thanks. I'm expecting my serious colleague.
Bye, Sergeant.
Lawrence and Clark have been under observation since you've arrived. Why didn't you tell me? Because it was not connected with the accident, and therefore none of your business. Here, this is a specialist art magazine with an item about the private sale in London of a Renaissance manuscript. The first of a pair.
Kenneth Lawrence was the unnamed dealer? Well, where did he get it?
I don't know exactly. It is still possible to discover such treasures by luck. But it is certainly from this area. I am assured by my friend Tommaso that this manuscript is the work of Liberale di Verona, one of our foremost artists. It is magnificent. And it is authenticated.
And the second manuscript?
Ah, the second one. A forgery, I suspect. This is what I am looking for.
Guido Ventura.
Yes, we had not made that connection with the piece of vellum found in the fire.
But why are they moving the forgery now? That doesn't make sense.
Because of this. A leak they hadn't bargained for. Great works of art cannot be exported without the government license. So they smuggled out the genuine Liberale manuscript, and now their buyer is nervous. He wants the second part of the bargain quickly, so he is less likely to question its authenticity. A classic sting.
Yes? What is it? Venga con me, prego.
I insist on releasing this. It's outrageous.
Come with me.
These are the tactics of a police state.
Come on, Lawrence. The manuscript.
What manuscript?
Where is it? Who'll deliver to Mr. Herbert Pharos?
That name again?
You know him?
I know of him.
You did this deal.
Where does it say so?
Clark set it up. How much money was involved? 4 million? 5?
The day after the sale, a large sum of money was transferred from London to your bank in Vicenza.
Your commission, was it? And something on account for the second manuscript?
Why are you holding me here?
You withdrew 2/3 of this money in cash on Thursday.
A 3-way cut, you and your friends.
I need ready cash. It's in the nature of my business. What are the charges?
Who taught you this name and number technique? Been drilled by Clark, have you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nothing. His luggage is clean.
Well, it must be somewhere. The buyer's in place. Oh, my God, of course, Maureen. Maureen in America.
Signorina Daisy.
She said she was going last night. Supposing she didn't, she could be carrying.
We'll check her movements.
Okay, then.
No, Lewis, not okay.
Head giving you jip.
Lawrence is a decoy. They knew we'd go for him. We've wasted time.
I can't detain Lawrence.
Well, let him go. He'll run to Clark.
I think I know where Clark will be anyway. Verona.
Informazioni più dettagliate che potete trovare nella pubblicazione ufficiale dell'ente lirico Arena di Verona. Außer dem 69. Festwochen in der Arena erlauben wir uns, Sie, verehrte Gäste, noch auf weitere Veranstaltungen im Schloss aufmerksam zu machen. Sommerspiele im Theater Romano. Vom 17. bis 20. Juni statiert das
Sì.
in der Galleria d'Arte Moderna, nella Cristana
Bene.
Castelvecchio, allo Scalzo e Castelvecchio.
No luck with Maureen Dyson. You were right. She didn't leave until this morning. She was detained in New York. Searched. Again, nothing.
I suggest we round up the others.
Avanti.
La compagnie Dance Theatre of Harlem exécutera 3 chorégraphies.
How are you?
I won't note him on stage. You're early.
I'm on duty.
What is it?
Nicole, you must believe that it matters to me that everything goes well for you, but there's something I have to know now. Where were you last night?
I stayed over with the conductor and his wife. I didn't want to travel today.
Thank God.
It's Guido, isn't it? And that money. I couldn't tell you, but he didn't. It isn't to do with May's death, is it?
No. No more questions.
So what do we do now?
I wish you good luck.
I usually get a kiss when people wish me luck. The first time I saw you, you were kissing Maureen.
Under protest.
Oh, scusi, signora. Sarebbe ora di prepararsi?
Va bene. There'll be champagne afterwards, if I make it.
You make it.
24 heures de musique Mozart. La manifestation commencera à 0h15 par la petite musique de nuit et se terminera aux arènes le 1er septembre par un concert d'opéra.
For God's sake, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be on a plane back to England.
I came to warn you. They're onto us. I was arrested.
Yes, I dare you, idiot. What? Just go away.
No, listen, I was threatened all the way through. He was the man he threatened me.
You do, Mr. Clark. You must insist.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the arena's opera season, 24 hours of yoga.
You'll regret this, Inspector. I'm afraid you're going to look the biggest fool on earth.
I'll take the risk.
See, the sad truth is, Dottore, you've let yourself be conned. The man's obsessed with destroying me.
Non trovo niente.
I have friends waiting for me. I take it we may go now.
Yes, yes, it would be a pity to disappoint your friends.
What's going on? I'm supposed to be taking my seat at the opera.
I am sorry, Signora Wilcox, but we have a problem here.
Explain the problem before the entire police force gets familiar with my underwear.
You don't have to say anything, Patty.
Don't be silly, Russell. They're the police.
You go from Rome to United States, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You're friendly with Maureen Dyson.
Sure, she's a nice, obliging kid.
You arranged to meet her in America?
I don't know about meet. She said she was going to come over and help me unpack. Look, what is this?
These acquisitions you have kept at your hotel.
Yeah, in my room. Why?
Mirror.
Is it possible that someone could have entered your room last night?
Yeah, no. How would I know? I was partying all night with the sergeant.
A Liberale di Verona or an original Guido Ventura?
Guido? What on earth have you been up to?
Faking to the end, Clark.
Shut your door! Oh! I wish to make clear that I knew nothing of this. I was threatened and coerced. Ventura there struck me when I tried to pull out. Said something terrible would happen, so I went through with the sale, and then my wife died, and I thought...
You thought they'd killed her to frighten you?
They said I was in it anyway, that I was committed.
Now you, Clark.
Must be terrible to live with your level of distrust, Morse. You know what I think? I think it's sexual inadequacy, isn't it? You don't get a lot of success with women, do you?
You'll have a long time to reflect on that theory.
Well, the theories work, Morse, whether you like it or not. You wouldn't have heard Nicole's voice again without them. She'll need to see me, by the way. She needs reassurance before performances.
Let's see how she does without you.
See you in the morning. Enjoy the opera.
There's still time for you to catch the late flight, Lewis.
Oh, morning it do, sir. I can get an early call in. Any chance of a seat in there for me? I wouldn't mind. I hope Miss Burgess makes it. How did you get on with her, sir?
Pretty well. She spent the night at the conductor's house here in Verona.
So who hit you?
Maureen, who else?
Permesso? Signora Burgess, l'ultima chiamata al palcoscenico.